Hello my loves and welcome. My name is Ulrike and I'm so glad you decided to join me for this Stretch September yoga flow. As September begins, it's the perfect moment to embrace the fall season with a warm and soothing practice. But before we dive in, I invite you to grab some comfy clothes and make sure you're all set up in a cozy space. And when you're ready, let's begin by settling into a comfortable seated position on your mat. And gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, letting your belly rise. Hold at the top. And exhale softly through your mouth, picturing yourself releasing any tension or stress, just like leaves drifting away in a soft breeze. Continue to breathe deeply as you allow yourself to sink into the embrace of your yoga mat, feeling the warm, comforting presence as you welcome the cozy, nursing energy of this fall season. In today's flow, we will start from the ground up, stretching and paying attention to each part of our bodies. We'll begin with our toes and work our way up through the legs, hips and spine, reaching all the way up to the top of the head. With each stretch, I'll offer an affirmation to help you connect more deeply with your practice and embrace the changes this season brings. We'll hold each posture for about 1 minute, allowing ample time to deeply engage with the stretch and the affirmation. This will give you a chance to fully explore the sensations in your body and connect with the intention behind each pose. So when you're ready, let's begin by extending our attention to our toes. So from your seated position, gently tuck your toes under and sit back onto your heels, allowing your weight to ease into the stretch. If this feels too intense, you can place your hands on the mat in front of you for support or lift your hips slightly to reduce the pressure. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften into the stretch in your toes and the bottoms of your feet. We are holding this stretch for 1 minute, and while doing so, I invite you to repeat the following affirmation silently or aloud. I am rooted and grounded in the energy of September. I am rooted and grounded in the energy of September. Slowly release the toe stretch and gently shift forward onto your hands and knees. If it feels good, just take a moment here to tap the tops of your feet gently against the mat, losing any residual tension from the toe stretch. Good. Now we'll move into an ankle stretch, so keeping your knees and shins on the mat and slowly begin to sit back onto your heels, feeling the stretch along the tops of your ankles and shins. If this is too intense, you can stay more upright or you can place a blanket underneath your feet. Hands can come to the mat by your sides or behind you. To intensify the stretch, you can lean back as much as you'd like, Find your edge. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. As we stay here for 1 minute, I invite you to breathe in the affirmation, letting it fill your mind and body. I am ready to step forward with strength and stability as the season changes. I am ready to step forward with strength and stability as the season changes. Gently release the ankle stretch and begin to lift your hips, coming back to a tabletop pose. And again, you have the option to just tap the tops of your feet lightly against the mat here if it feels good. And now slowly shift your weight onto one side and swing your legs around in front of you. From here, extend your legs out long on the mat, flexing your feet to keep them active. You'll find a forward fold from here, so if you want to sit up on a blanket or a cushion, you can bring one underneath your hips now. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips and begin to fold forward over your legs, reaching for your shins, ankles, or feet, where is comfortable for you. Allow your head and neck to completely relax, letting gravity gently pull you deeper into the stretch. Take deep breaths here, letting your body soften with each exhale, feeling the stretch along the back of your legs and through your spine. And just allow this affirmation to guide you deeper into a state of relaxation. I surrender to the serenity of fall. I surrender to the serenity of fall. Slowly begin to walk your hands back as you lift your upper body back to a seated position. From here, bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together, allowing your knees to fall out to the sides. You can hold your feet at angles with your hands and sit up tall, lengthening your spine. You have the option to keep your prop underneath you if you used one in your forward fold, or you can grab one now to use. Inhale to grow tall through your spine. Stay here or exhale to fold forward, allowing your spine to round and head and neck to relax. In this pose, silently or out loud affirm, I welcome autumn's transformation and my own growth. I welcome autumn's transformation and my own growth. Allow this affirmation to guide you as you stay here in your butterfly pose for a little bit longer. Begin to slowly come up if you took the forward fold variation. Release your feet and bring your knees together and just hug your legs towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins. Allow your forehead to rest on your knees, feeling the comforting embrace of this pose. After a few breaths, release the hug and come to a kneeling position. From here, keep your knees together as you separate your feet slightly wider than hip-width distance apart and sit back between them. If this feels uncomfortable, you can place a folded blanket or a cushion under your hips for added support. Sit up tall here and let your hands rest on your thighs or in your lap. And as you settle into your hero pose, I invite you to repeat. I face change with courage and grace. I face change with courage and grace. Allow this affirmation to resonate within you and guide your sense of strength and poise. Nice. Gently shift your weight forward and come to sit on your sit bones with your knees bent and your feet planted on the mat, hip width apart. From here, bend your right knee and place your right ankle on top of your left thigh, creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. You can place your hands behind you, and if it feels good, you can walk your left foot closer to your hip to intensify the stretch. Just remember to keep your spine long and your chest open. Stay here for a while affirming, I find space within myself. I find space within myself. Good. Now slowly extend your left leg down on the mat and continue to sit up tall as you place your right foot on the floor on the outside of your left thigh. And now place your left hand on the outside of your right knee and your right hand behind you on your mat. Inhale deeply, lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, gently twist your torso to the right, using your left hand to deepen the twist. Hold this twist for about 1 minute, breathing deeply into the affirmation. I release and find clarity within the present moment. I release and find clarity within the present moment. Gently, in your own time, release the twist and come back to a seated position with your legs bent and your feet planted on the mat in front of you. Now place your left ankle on top of your right thigh, just above the knee, creating a figure 4 shape. And from here begin to press your left knee away from your body to deepen the stretch in your left hip. If it feels good, you can place your hands behind you and walk your right foot closer to your glutes. Hold this stretch while affirming, I find openness within myself. I find openness within myself. Good. We'll find a spinal twist on this side now, so extend your right leg out long on the mat. Lengthen your spine and draw your left knee towards your chest and place your left foot on the outside of your right thigh on the mat. Place your right hand on the outside of your left knee and your left hand behind you on the mat. Inhale deeply, lengthening your spine. And exhale, twist your torso to the left, using your right hand to help deepen the twist. Affirm here, I connect with the balance of autumn. I connect with the balance of autumn. With your next exhale, release the twist and come back to a neutral seated position. And now let's move into tabletop pose. So come onto your hands and knees with your wrists directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We'll just do a couple of cat-cow stretches to warm up the spine here. So inhale, drop your belly towards the mat, lift your chest and gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest and draw your navel in. Continue to flow between cat and cow with your own breath, warming up your spine and easing into the movement. We will now shift our focus to the upper body, preparing for the next part of our practice. So when you're ready, find stillness, and we'll come into puppy pose from here. So begin by walking your hands forward, keeping your hips aligned over your knees. Lower your chest down towards the mat while keeping your arms extended and your forehead or chin resting on the ground. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat here, you can place a block or cushion under it for support. Take a few deep breaths here, feeling the stretch along your spine and shoulders. And allow your chest to melt towards the mat as you breathe deeply and affirm to yourself, I allow my heart to open, welcoming the season's serenity. I allow my heart to open, welcoming the season's serenity. Beautiful job, everyone. Start to lower your hips down and slide your chest forward, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders as you do so. Coming into Sphinx pose. Your forearms should be parallel to each other and your hips should be firmly grounded on the mat. Allow your gaze to be forward or slightly downward, depending on what feels best for your neck. Just make sure that you are opening your chest and your shoulders are down and away from your ears. Close your eyes here if you'd like, and we'll affirm together. I align with all soothing and loving energy. I align with all soothing and loving energy. With your next exhale, Slowly lower your chest and head all the way down on the mat. Extend your right arm out to the side at shoulder height, with your palm facing down. And now slowly begin to roll onto your right side, using your left hand to support your body if needed. You should feel a stretch across your right pectoral muscle and shoulder. As you lie here, I invite you to silently or out loud affirm, I stretch into autumn's quiet strength. I stretch into autumn's quiet strength. When you are ready to move on to the other side, slowly come back to center on an exhale, and let's switch to the other side. So this time extend your left arm out to the side at shoulder height with your palm facing down. From here, slowly roll onto your left side, using your right hand for support if that makes it easier for you. The affirmation for this pose is, I open my heart to curiosity and the season's evolving energy. I open my heart to curiosity and the season's evolving energy. With your next exhale, gently roll back onto your belly and press yourself back up to all fours. We are going to focus on some wrist stretches here, so begin by adjusting your hands so your palms remain on the mat, but your fingers point toward your body. Hold here if this is enough, or begin to shift your weight back until you feel a nice stretch in your wrist and forearms. When you have found your edge, feel free to repeat the following affirmation. I channel false energy into my tasks, boosting productivity and focus. I channel false energy into my tasks, boosting productivity and focus. Release the stretch when you feel ready and just shake out your wrists while noticing the effects of the stretch. And then come back to a neutral tabletop pose and then flip your hands so that the tops are facing down towards the mat with your fingers pointing towards your knees. From here, press the tops of your hands into the mat and gently move your hips back towards your heels to deepen the stretch. You should be able to feel a stretch along the top of your wrist and forearms. Breathe deeply here as you affirm. I integrate autumn's renewal into my efforts, fostering growth and achievement. I integrate autumn's renewal into my efforts, fostering growth and achievement. When you're ready, gently release the stretch by lifting your hands off the mat. Sit back into a kneeling position and shake your hands out if needed. Before moving on to the neck, we'll just take a couple of shoulder rolls. First in one direction, and then in the other direction. Find stillness and take a deep inhale as you find length and space in your spine. And exhale, begin to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, feeling a gentle stretch along the left side of your neck. We're only going to stay here for 30 seconds, so breathe deeply into the stretch and try to really allow the muscles on the left side of your neck to soften and relax as you affirm. As the leaves fall, I release tension. As the leaves fall, I release tension. Inhale to slowly rise your head back up to center. And exhale to lower your left ear down towards your left shoulder. The affirmation here is, as the leaves fall, I invite ease into my life. As the leaves fall, I invite ease into my life. 30 seconds here. Inhale, lift your head back up. And exhale, begin to slowly drop your chin towards your chest, feeling a gentle stretch along the back of your neck. Stay here for about 30 seconds as well, affirming, as the leaves fall, I bow to the season's wisdom. As the leaves fall, I bow to the season's wisdom. With your next inhale, lift your head up, and exhale to slowly tilt your head back, gazing up toward the ceiling, the falling leaves, or simply just close your eyes. Feel the stretch along your throat while keeping your shoulders relaxed, allowing your chest to open and your neck to extend comfortably. We'll stay here for 30 seconds as well, and as we do so, I invite you to affirm, I open myself to the abundance of the season, welcoming its gifts with an open heart. I open myself to the abundance of the season, welcoming its gifts with an open heart. Carefully bring your head back up to a neutral position, and then gently guide yourself down onto your back, lying flat on your mat. We'll find 2 final stretches here before coming into Shavasana. So start by reaching both arms overhead, extending them long on the mat. And from here, walk your arms, feet and legs over to the right side of your mat, creating a gentle curve in your body. If it feels good, you can cross your left ankle over your right for a deeper stretch. You should feel a stretch along the entire left side of your body. Breathe deeply into this space, expanding your ribs with each inhale. Affirm here, I soften into the season, embracing flexibility in body and mind. I soften into the season, embracing flexibility in body and mind. Slowly, in your own time, bring your feet and hands back to the middle of the mat and start walking them over to the left side of the mat now. Once again, creating a banana-like shape with your body. Remember that you can cross your right ankle over your left if it feels good. This is our last stretch before Shavasana. Relax here as you affirm, I am grateful for this season and the gift of this moment. I am grateful for this season and the gift of this moment. As we come to the end of our practice, let's move into Shavasana to fully absorb the benefits of our flow. So when you're ready, gently come back to a lying position on your back, finding a comfortable space on your mat. Allow your feet to fall naturally apart and your arms to rest at your sides, palms facing up. Let your shoulders relax down away from your ears and take a moment to adjust your body so you feel supported by the earth beneath you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose, letting your body fill with air. And exhale fully through your mouth, releasing any remaining tension. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the mat, connecting deeply with the ground. And as you continue to breathe deeply here, let yourself merge with the serene beauty of autumn. Envision the gentle golden light of fall wrapping around you like a cozy warm blanket, soothing every part of your being. Imagine the vibrant leaves drifting softly around you, embracing you in their calm, transformative energy. And feel a profound sense of unity with nature's cycles and allow this feeling of oneness to fill you completely. And while you lay here, I would like to offer you one last affirmation to carry with you. I am in harmony with myself and the world around me. I am in harmony with myself and the world around me. Let this affirmation resonate deeply within you as you continue to rest in the serene embrace of autumn. Let go of all efforts and simply be present, letting your mind and body relax into this peaceful state. And when you're ready to come out of Shavasana, gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing awareness and movement back to your body. And slowly, in your own time, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Allow your hands to gently press into your heart center. Feel the serenity and warmth of home within you. In this connection to your heart, may you find peace, love, and gratitude. Let's honor our practice with a final nourishing breath. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. Until our next practice, I wish you a season filled with joy, transformation, and all the cozy moments that autumn has to offer. Stay warm, stay inspired, and I'll see you soon.